Snyder fans rally on social media to convince IMAX to play the director's DCEU movies in theaters once again. So yeah, you guys have done a fantastic job here, going to the fight for the cause. Basically what happened was IMAX put up a social media post asking which movies people would like to have reinstated in the IMAX format, and you guys jumped on the case, you went straight into the battle, and everyone voted to have Zack Snyder's SnyderVerse reinstated for the IMAX format. So you guys did a fantastic job. Pat yourselves on the back. You know, we're getting out there, we're promoting the cause, we're getting the campaign firing on all cylinders, and the hype is definitely there. And it's great to see how many of you voted in this case to bring it back to IMAX. But anyway, let's jump into this article, let's start breaking it down, and let's see exactly what happened here. I'm getting hyped, and let's hope, again, praying to the DC gods, that the Snyderverse does come back at some point. Okay, so jumping into this article, let's go down here. So, Zack Snyder fans are passionate. Absolutely we are. That's a great way to start off this article. They've proven it multiple times throughout the years. Perhaps the biggest show of this was their years-long campaign for Warner Brothers to put out the director's cut of Justice League. Oh, we campaigned to put out the Justice League. Everyone called us crazy. Everyone said you were insane. Everyone said, give up. It's never going to happen. They're never going to put out the Snyder Cut. It doesn't exist. It's not going to happen. No one's going to pay for it. And oh, look what happened. We got the Snyder Cut. There you go. After the release of the Joss Whedon's heavily modified version in 2017, yeah, I mean, when the Snyder Cut came out, it just went to show how butchered the theatrical release of the Justice League was. They changed the aspect ratio, the color grading, the design of Steppenwolf was different. I mean, everything was just done to a worse degree, and the Snyder Cut showed the version that it should have been. And man, was it so incredible. 4 hours long as well. Just one of the best films I've ever seen, period. Not just in comic book movies, but like, it's such an incredible movie. It really is. Their efforts ultimately led to Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021, a 4-hour version of the movie, like I was just saying. The success prompted them to ask Warner Brothers to allow the Man of Steel director to see his plans for the DCEU through, obviously being Justice League 2 and 3. Then something happened. The DCEU came to an end. Warner Bros. Discovery founded DC Studios with James Gunn and Peter Safran at the helm, who had a brand new universe planned out. Despite that, Snyder fans remained hopeful that the Snyderverse would continue, and they made their voices heard. There has been multiple campaigns to restore the DCEU, even going as far as to request Netflix to buy the property off of Warner Bros. Discovery. Now, the directors have found another display of support for the defunct universe. So this is where it gets interesting. This is where we dive into the IMAX part of the story. So IMAX recently posted to X asking its customers what movies of the past they'd like to see watch on its screens. So let's go over and actually read the post, and we'll check out the replies to the post, because that's where it gets interesting. That's where the support really came in. Okay, so from IMAX over here on X, calling all cinephiles, if you could pick any movie to watch in IMAX again for the first time, what would it be? This post has 99,000 views on it, by the way. And as we go down, IMAX put enter your answers at IMAX. So if we go on this link, basically what happens is you could go over to this link, you could put in your email address. You put in your first, second, third, and fourth movie that you would love to see for the first time back on IMAX screens once again. And basically what happened is people voted, and overwhelmingly in the comment section, people are asking for the Snyderverse to return to IMAX. Ben Affleck's Batman, really wish we could see Zack Snyder's Justice League in IMAX. Aki, Zack Snyder's Justice League is the only right answer. From KS, Cell DC, the one, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it goes on and on. Look, Justice League, it just goes on and on and on, and you guys really just came out to support the cause and to raise awareness for Zack Snyder's Justice League and continuing on his vision and restoring the Snyderverse. I mean, look at this. Just post after post after post. That's the only thing that's on here. There's no other movies that are on this post, which is incredible. You would think that there would be some other people asking for some other movies, but there's just post after post of restoring the Snyderverse and wanting to see the Snyderverse back on the IMAX screens, which is incredible. So like I say, you guys did a great job coming out, supporting the cause, letting IMAX know that we want the Snyderverse back. And it's just another kind of great part of the fandom to see the community rallying together to support Zack Snyder and his movie universe there. So, yeah, I mean, just seeing that, can't help but bring a smile to your face. Just really great stuff. Okay, so let's go back over to the article. So the company provided a form on its website, which we already checked out, which customers can fill in regarding the movies they want to see back on the big screen. Okay, so this prompted SnyderVerse fans to rally together. Multiple users on X to reach out to IMAX requesting the director's movies to be put on the company's screens. Surprisingly, their requests seem to be the majority on the IMAX thread, with only a few exceptions, such as some requesting Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I mean, Lord of the Rings isn't a bad way to go. I mean, other than the SnyderVerse, I mean, Lord of the Rings, man, sign me up, day one. I'd be there watching it on IMAX, no problem. That is one of the best trilogies. No, not one of the best trilogy. It is the best trilogy of all time. I would love to see Lord of the Rings back on IMAX, no problem. Ben Affleck's Batman as well. Let's go over to this post. So Ben Affleck's Batman is a user that we have a lot here on these videos. Puts up some really great content. So everyone vote for Zack Snyder's Justice League to be released in IMAX. And you can see there, his first movie is Justice League. Second movie, Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition. Third movie, Man of Steel. And the fourth movie, David Ayer's Suicide Squad. And we can see again, everyone vote for Zack Snyder's Justice League to be released on IMAX. That comes from another user there. And it goes on and on and on about people signing up, putting their name, putting the Justice League as the first movie they want to see back on IMAX. And again, you can just see comment after comment. The support here is massive, and it's just great, man. You know, the SnyderVerse campaign is getting louder by the day, by the week, and people are just going crazy. And Zack Snyder's to blame for that, for putting out all those Instagram posts. He's the one rallying the fans. He's the one building up the hype, and ultimately, he's the one, you know, that's got this engine revving at full speed. I mean, the SnyderVerse campaign has always been there. It's always been there in the background, but after Zack Snyder started posting up those DCEU images on Instagram, it kind of renewed the SnyderVerse campaign into a new phase, and it kind of kicked it into an even higher gear. And yeah, it's just gone crazy, and it's absolutely fantastic to see. So let's go back over here quickly. Everyone vote for Zack Snyder's Justice League. The film presented in a 4:3 format to preserve the integrity of Zack Snyder's creative vision. Okay. Calling all cinephiles, this one, the Justice League. And again, just post after post, they've just put a bunch of posts here showing the support. Compared to the previous SnyderVerse campaigns that have often been considered unrealistic, this one is not implausible. IMAX directly asked customers to give them their picks for what movies they would like to see back on the big screen. As to how likely it is that the DCEU will actually be put on IMAX screens, that seems to be a little less plausible. Yeah, I mean, with this new DCU universe, James Gunn's DC universe being kicked off with Superman and Supergirl coming out next year, I don't think there's any way that Warner Brothers would allow Zack Snyder's DCEU to be put on IMAX screens, because it's going to divide the fan base. It's going to have people watching Zack Snyder's Justice League in IMAX format while you're trying to run the new Supergirl movie at the same time. I mean, it would be absolute chaos. It really would, and it would kind of cannibalize its own company. So I don't think they would allow Zack Snyder's movies on IMAX and then have Supergirl trying to get your money at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would do that, but we'll have to see. Snyder fans, while capable of attracting attention to their cause, realistically speaking, are usually a small portion of the movie-going population. That's only growing by the day. It's getting bigger and bigger. Given that, it's unclear whether their votes will be enough to become the majority in the survey. Still, perhaps we'll soon learn Snyder's DCEU films will be playing on IMAX screens. Yeah, if they do play on IMAX screens, make sure you get out and support them. If they do get the announcement that they're coming to the IMAX screens because of this vote, guys, make sure you go out, pay for a ticket, watch it on IMAX, support it at IMAX. That's going to show the new owners of Warner Brothers as well that we're supporting those movies on IMAX. And that would be a fantastic way of promoting the campaign as well by basically purchasing IMAX tickets. But there we go, guys. So what do you think about this story, about people overwhelmingly voting to have the SnyderVerse's Justice League back on IMAX? Did you include yourself? Did you vote yourself? If you haven't, go over to the link. I'll put it in the description so you guys can vote. But yeah, it's just another piece of the fandom, the hype that's getting bigger by the day, and it's looking great. So it's great to see you guys there promoting Zack Snyder's vision. Thanks so much, guys. Leave your thoughts, your comments, your theories, your opinions, and anything else you want to talk about regarding Zack Snyder, the SnyderVerse, the campaign, even James Gunn and that DCU as well. Anything regarding DC you want to talk about, jump in the comment section and let me know your thoughts as always. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave to push this video out to the algorithm so that more DC fans see it. make sure you become a subscriber over here at ReviewFlix with our growing community. We now have over 10,400 subscribers, so thank you very much to everyone who's subscribed. But most importantly, hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any future DC content coming to the channel. And with all that good stuff down, I will see you in the next video.